We are right now in one of our dryable bean research fields. This is a pinto bean field. This is our second time we've planted. We planted them the first week of June, and then we had a hailstorm come through and take out all of our dryable beans. And so these are replants. They were planted past the insurance cutoff. And so we're hoping they make yield, but they may not. If you were to drive any direction from here about a mile or so, the dry beans in the region are all starting to dry down. Some of them have already been windrowed and harvest is on the way, but we're a bit late here. My research for the last few years have been heavily focused on Palmer amaranth, which if you were to look behind me, that's the very tall weed growing in the middle of the dryable beans. And that's the #1 production issue right now for dryable bean producers in Nebraska and also the greater area. They're starting to see them pop up in Wyoming and also in Colorado. The two most important things I can say is, one is to use a lay-by application of a group 15 early post-emergence, so sometime between the first and third trifoliate. That's going to extend the activity of your soil-applied herbicides a bit later in the season and give you a better chance against the Palmer amaranth if you're not already doing that. The second thing is to think about your weed control program a bit longer term. We don't have a lot of good options in dryable bean, especially when we talk about post-emergent herbicide options, but we have really good options in our corn crop, which are usually grown the year before dryable beans. And so by leveraging good rotations and good herbicides in those rotational crops, you can set yourself up for the best chance of success in your dry bean field. The best thing about working with the Nebraska Dry Bean Commission is what I like most about my job is working hand in hand with farmers, and that's what the Nebraska Dry Bean Commission is. It's a group made up of mostly producers. There's also some industry representatives from the different bean suppliers in the region. But when we work with the Nebraska Dry Bean Commission, I'm working with the industry and the farmers that are facing these issues. And so my research is born out of their concerns, and the research goes straight to them, and it's a really quick turnaround for reporting results in the research field, and then those making it onto farm and improving the practices of the dry bean producers in our region. I like to make the beans from scratch, so rather than doing canned, I usually buy the bags in the grocery store. Very inexpensive, really good food. I enjoy the taste, lots of fiber, all those good benefits, protein. And I would say that having an Instant Pot is sort of a game changer on that, because something that, usually if you boil them, you're talking several hours to cook them. And with an Instant Pot, you're looking at 20-30 minutes, you can make a whole bunch of dry beans. So we usually make big batches, several pounds at a time, and then once those are cooked, we'll throw them in the freezer and throw them into anything really. Soups, stews, a lot of Mexican style food. That's sort of what my family likes to eat. I guess the most atypical ones I've done is sometimes we'll just kind of make almost like veggie burgers, where we're just taking the beans and we'll mash them up with like a fork and fry that, and that's kind of the patty there. We've done that a few times.